We are just a couple miles east of the LAX airport, just off the 405 and the 105 at the beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the Los Angeles Chargers. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch 81, watch 81.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Cook, a first down and more. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. But Justin Herbert looking comfortable here in season number 2. He looked comfortable in season number 1 for that matter. But what's the game plan for defending and trying to limit him?
Oh, you've asked a really difficult question there because you're right. Year 1, he looked like a 5-7-year veteran, and he's only going to continue to get better. But with a guy who throws such a pretty ball and has such a great arm, throwing the long ball has got to be a blast for him. He wants to push the ball downfield. Doesn't mean he can't make all the other throws, but I want to take those away first and make it beat me by being accurate and dinking and dunking all the way downfield.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. Herbert. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A.
Jalen Guyton was undrafted out of North Texas, but he's carved out a nice little role with this offense, especially when he runs routes like that and makes catches.
And he's brought down. 47 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. First quarter. And now it's blocked. This is going the other way. Taking it right down Broadway. He's at the 40. The 20.
I'm only going to be able to carry it so
And
far.
he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Left side to Lamb. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first.
Gain of 50. First down, Cowboys.
Prescott from the gun. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
So now the Chargers are going to bring the offense back out to go for 2 here. After the turnover, here's Herbert. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick 6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense, everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Prescott off play action. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Asante Samuel. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive will continue. A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another 1st down, almost back to the drawing board.
Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Herbert. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
From the 35 on 2nd down, Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Prescott. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. Touchdown, Cowboys! Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch the short passes, he can run under a long pass, or he can do what we saw right there, catch one and then make a big gain after the catch.
Yeah, and that was sheer determination right there. He decided before the play, if there was a sliver, he was going to take advantage of it. Looked the ball in, turned on the Jets, and took it all the way.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side. And all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Here's Ty Long now to punt this one away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 23. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. is on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he'll be taken down deep into Charger territory. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And if you're wondering how fast he was going, next-gen stats clocked him at close to 21 miles an hour.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Zerline good with a PAT. And this is back to a 5-point game.
Cowboys 16. Zerline to kick off for Dallas.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Herbert off of play action. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Austin Eckler got hurt last year, missed 6 games, but still finished with 54 catches, the 5th most by a running back in the NFL. But remember this, 2019, 92 catches. This guy's a definite threat out of the backfield.
Herbert's throw taken in by Cook. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
From the 50, here's Herbert. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First and 10 at the 32-yard
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Herbert takes it and just pops it forward. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. Second and 6.
Neal brought him down. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the Cowboys' 28-yard line.
Coming up on a second and 6. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 22. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
3rd and inches, they just hand it to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around and hand it to the big fella and let him get forward for a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
And Herbert able to get this one to Eckler out of the backfield. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
3rd and 2, Herbert. And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Beautiful throw right there on 3rd down, and it looked like this was going to be 6 points, but a nice touchdown-saving tackle at the end of this. Even still, this offense is knocking on the door now with a 1st and goal at the 1.
Trying to punch it in with Eckler, and this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, no surprise there that he got the ball. When you've got 2 touchdowns already, you're probably demanding it in your own huddle. And you can bet this defense, though, is going to be keyed in on him at this point. And they did a nice job stopping him behind the line of scrimmage.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Here's Herbert. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
The intended receiver there, Allen, but now it's 3rd and goal. They'll try to pick up the 1st with Eckler. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler as the first half is winding down. And the Chargers will extend their lead here just before halftime. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they'll take over with just 18 ticks remaining. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Gonna take a shot for Gallup. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call. But they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
To throw again on second down. Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
52 catches last year for Zeke, and he's had as many as 77 in a year. I think he's hoping to get a little more stability in his offensive line and, of course, at the quarterback position. And if that happens, all of his numbers will go up.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here on this first half. Here's Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So we come upon halftime in what's a 12-point game at the break. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 17-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
6 yards left on second down. Once more, here's Eckler. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue. They'll try the air now with Herbert. Going deep here for Allen. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. 81 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Herbert, he'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play, and guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 26. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, and he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. It's Eckler again. And not able to break away this time, as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Now it's Herbert. That'll be complete to Cook. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. A handoff, it's Eckler, and he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler punching it in from a yard away, and the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
From the 24, Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On first down, it's Herbert. And incomplete on the deep ball.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Herbert. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
This is caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Keenan Allen, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. This offense certainly looking a lot more comfortable here at home. They lost last week in the opener on the road, but there's something about that home opener makes you feel more settled.
Yeah, I wish we could quantify it, too, because you're playing the same game. The field's the same, size. We know all of that. But being at home, sometimes when you do things well, you get that extra push from your home fans, and it elevates your game.
And in the driver's seat right now.
The Cowboys Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Escaping the pressure right. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Schultz. 7 yards, the pickup there. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's going to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. On the give, this is Eckler. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They snap it to Herbert. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. A much better effort we're seeing from him under center this week versus last week when he threw 4 picks.
He has thrown the 1 in this game, but you're right. When you cut it down from 4 the previous week, and we always talk about adjustments, well, he made some in practice, and he continues to work on it during the game. I'm sure he's getting plenty of reminders about how to stay in the moment, stay focused on the task.
And he's got him in the driver's seat here in the 4th quarter. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 113 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
On the give, this is their fullback. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. And they will take a knee here.